Hey,
What the fuck is up, everybody?
welcome back to mlptg, the Bannermanes, episode number 62, in which the party grinds by gears. But what will happen today, that's for me to know and you to find out. As for what happened last time, Moon Planner.
Last time on the Bannermanes, Triple had gone off to regroup with a portion of the Bannermanes who were hiding in a different safe house, and he was surrounded and accosted by 3 kobolds. They were disguised as Jinx, Missy, and a throwback to earlier sessions, a pimp named Buckback himself, who had been hiding out in Wati this whole time, gathering a lot of intel and information and secrets on the Bannermanes and our efforts to take down Heatfang. He came in threatening to kill everybody and throw our rescue plans out into the ocean to drown if we did not help him get half of the horde from Heatfang for himself to help rebuild his empire. He's still very sore about us blowing up his ship. And a lot of deliberations, a lot of death threats, and a lot of careful consideration later, we did eventually agree to a modified Geas, which makes it to where we cannot pursue Buckback or try to hinder his unsolicited business anymore. But in return, he has been giving us some intel in regards to how we can bring down Heatfang himself, and he will give us access to his black market connections throughout Astalon. So with that out of the way, we had some downtime while that was being performed. We got a teleportation circle built in Wati, so we were able to teleport to Bleakburn and speak with Dr. Amden. Bleakburn, one of the largest cities in Astalon, is currently being evacuated. The majority of the civilians are being placed on airships and transported to Base and Sage, a fortified city way on the far west end of the continent, for their protection. Duck, of course, being the benevolent entrepreneur she is very busy coordinating with the Gobos to make sure everybody has food on their way out, and she's refusing to leave. She's going to stay there and help out as much as she can. Dr. Amden expressed a great deal of confidence in us to be able to handle this because he's just absolutely swarmed with coordinating future defenses against the 4 horrors that are likely going to be coming in the near future. But for now, we are to focus on Heatfang. Upon returning to Wati, we got a map from a pimp named Buckback, which showed us tunnels that go underneath the waterway and into a separate pyramid that's responsible for water filtration. When we get in there, it's this weird mechanical clockwork style pyramid with all these gears and valves for flooding different rooms and draining water. We nearly drowned ourselves, got caught in the gears, nearly got electrocuted, and we had to fight some automatons because we activated their security. We managed to make it all the way to the room where there's a very peculiar refinery, an oil pump, and we nearly died from these freaking automatons that come out of the ground. But we worked together, managed to take them down, and we are catching a breather as we go into the story right now.
Aha! The breather is had. You guys start breathing. Oh boy, all of you, Sarsaparilla, Cher, Mata Fortuna, Wickerwind, all certainly more winded than the rest. And briefly, in the same fashion that you had seen in the previous pyramid, there's a brief moment when little sparkly blue bits of aether start flowing off them, and you just hear probably Wickerwind start saying, "Not again," and then, whoop, there goes 4 of your party. Woo! However, conveniently enough, just at that moment, you start hearing something else. Ding, tong, tung, tung, ow. Things falling through pipes until Swift, Murabok, and Tangent, and a bear. You guys splash into some water below, having crawled through some pipes that have been continually kind of, making you, throwing you around. It seems that somebody's been turning them on and off rather frequently, unfortunately. But you guys land here, if you guys can see, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you guys land. Mr. Pingwing over here looks around. Yeah, it's gotta be. You can't see the whole map, that's the point. And Pingwing from over here just kind of blinks and looks that way, like, people disappearing again. No, and then he looks over here, and then here's that.
Why, that's the last time I take your suggestion on sneaking in.
Are they serious? Moonplanter opens the door, walks in, and sees a giant bear with 3 of the other party members.
Well, it's actually a
did you
dog
get-
currently with a collar, so mind that.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like a bear to me.
He's wearing the collar of
Inconspicuousness or whatever.
inconspicuous.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
How
it's
did
a
you
doggy.
three- How did you 3 manage to get in through the pipes into here?
What I want to know is how y'all get in here without freaking dying. We almost died in there.
Yeah, what the hell? It's like a water park in here.
It's like a maze, an underwater maze.
Uh-oh.
Like, what's going on?
Well, yeah, you're in good company. We've nearly drowned ourselves several times getting to this point. But hey, you're not dead. Congratulations. Come in here. Come in here and take a look
Likewise.
at this machine.
Okay.
It's lucky that you guys popped in. Some of our others just decided that it was not a good time to be here or something, and he kind of like scratches his head a little bit. I think it's something to do with that ley line. We should probably work on making that a little bit safer, I think.
Well, there was a giant blue gem that you could barely see through a small slit in the wall toward the main entrance of this place. There's still also the western half of this labyrinth we could look into.
My bear. I mean, my dog.
What?
He's trapped in the room.
Hang on, I got you. There, now it's 1 square so you can move it around.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got you.
Robo meanly took over as GM for tonight.
Oh, yeah, hang on. Hang on. Bah, there we go.
Hang on and on. All right. Pingwing, do you have any space in your bag of holding?
Why? What? Why?
Tangent is apparently over encumbered because she's carrying too many for herself. She has 20 of them.
Oh, and he looks over wherever Tangent. Where is Tangent? Is she here?
I didn't scoot up. Sorry.
Hey. Oh, there you are. You just. I don't know why. Why do you always look lost?
Give it to me, Tangent.
Are you giving him some of your? Oh, Triple's offering.
Okay, I just need someone to take just 1 bar because that's how this works.
Got it.
You're currently holding 20. You could probably
Yeah.
give him a few more.
Alright, I'm gonna change that to 18.
Okay. I'll make a note in my thing as well. All right, so
So I'm giving him 2. Yeah.
18
okay.
carried by Tangent. 2 bulk is carried by Triple.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, now I'm not
Thanks.
encumbered.
Yeah, put
Mubarak
just down to
takes
2.
Mubarak takes a look at a bit like scrap all over the place. Says, what happened here? What's all this mess?
We've been practically guessing our way through this place. We've figured out a few of the mechanics, but a lot of it is still a mystery. Turns out if you start randomly pressing buttons, the security alarms go off, and he kicks the exploded scrap of this little one right here. These things show up, and then all of a sudden the bigger ones come up out of the floor and start attacking you. That one over there, and he points to the big pile of scrap. That one over there was incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, tell me about it. And then he kind of like he blinks and he picks up like he points to Triple actually. It launched rapiers. I mean, they're not rapiers anymore. He kind of turned them into. He tilts his head. I don't know what those are. I'm not very good with weapons, but they look really cool.
Can't even use them.
May I take a look? Are they especially dangerous, or are they just like normal blades?
I can't use them, unfortunately. Here.
They are star knives.
Ooh,
Martial
star
weapons. Which I thought you could use martial weapons. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
No, you can't. You're
Nope,
untrained.
I
Yeah.
can only use specific.
Oh, I can't.
Only specific ones. Yeah. What? Do you want them? Here.
These
Let me-
Anyone can have them.
nifty.
Let me
Look
take a
pretty
look
cool.
at those.
Damn, awesome design.
So, I can't get my orb, not my orb, my armor rune thing done here?
Does it look like we have a
Already gone.
crafting table around here, Cat?
Okay.
Penguin, mind your manners.
He said that he could do it if we had a few days of downtime.
He kind of his ears pull back a little bit. Sorry, this whole event has just been, a little stressful.
Well, this
Well-
is part of adventuring. You need to show respect to the people who are watching your back. Otherwise, well, no, I'm not suggesting that we would do anything nefarious, but some people's sensitivities might be higher than others.
And he kind of rolls his eyes, says the person who was yelling at me a couple of days ago, but okay.
Hmm.
He's like
How many
mumbling
of
it.
those? How many of those knife things do you got, lad?
8.
8?
I'll take a handful myself.
Oh, you can use them?
I think you guys should be able to put that in your party treasure, and then you guys should just interchange stuff using that party table.
Well, okay. Martial weapons. Yeah, I'm an expert in martial weapons.
Go ahead.
Nice.
And count loot's here. Okay.
I'll take 4.
I'll take 4 myself. Or no,
Party loot.
Hmm?
I'm putting in the party loot. So go on.
All right.
Oh, but you said the job is only half done. There's a whole other wing to explore.
Oh, yeah. In fact, you're going to be really impressed with the room in the middle. So I believe I found the ley line blocking crystal stone. We haven't figured out how to access it yet, but I'll show you the slit in the wall where you can see it. But in here, these machines are some kind of refinery. And over here, there's this pump that brings up some black crud. And then you put it in this, and it turns into this really foul-smelling, oily substance. Who's got that, by the way? Somebody put it in a container.
It's
I believe Sarsaparilla did, didn't she?
Yeah, it was Sarsaparilla.
well, presumably it's just with the party now.
But yeah, I'm assuming you guys just trade around important things like that
Yeah,
with
we
within
got
party loot. Haha, West Marches.
Yeah.
All right.
It seems like a bit of a gamble, but there's a chance to get something better if you put something in this machine, activate it, and then put it over here. That's how all the rapiers got turned into these star knives you're passing around.
Well, I'm not looking to put mine in there then.
Oh, more importantly, we found out this is how the crystals blocking the ley lines were formed. And he pulls out a few of the pebbles. It's like, so we put a little bit of the aether stone in here from one of the bars, and it came out and it became this stuff right here. It's just inert aether stone, but it's what's being used to block the magic. So I think this is how they created it.
Well,
Are
it
you
was
sure?
like that. Then after like not too long, it seemed to have not been entirely stable, and then turned into that plain stone like the last one did when you guys took it off its pedestal.
How long? Are you sure this place doesn't like it has been used that much in a while?
I
mean,
beg
based on
to
the structure.
differ, says Pingwing. It seems like it's very active.
Well, with robots, but who knows how long they've been here?
Well, the robots are aware of a malfunction, but because we're not trained or recognized by them to fix it, they become hostile anytime we try to push deeper.
I'd,
we do need
I'd imagine it's probably some sort of, and he kind of like waves his talent around, authorized personnel or something. It's usually what golems do, clockworks, whenever they're given an instruction. We don't exactly have badges that are probably what it's looking for.
You've been here for a while, right? Penguin?
No.
Not in here, but in Wati?
A little bit. It was on a research mission for the big necropolis.
Have you seen any clockworks or something similar to that that could have authorization in here? If need be?
Kind of thinks. No, I quite frankly didn't even know that they had anything here in Wati that was clockwork related. And he kind of like shakes his head. This is, well, I mean, there was some placards at the start that said that this was probably designed by Crucible, if you know him. But I didn't really know much about it, and Certainly Gyro didn't know much about it, and so at least he didn't tell me. Those are the only... Gyro's the most clockwork thing that I know in this city. He kind of like nods. But he's not exactly accessible at the moment.
Fair enough. But I don't see how this be accessible to kobolds. I don't...
Well, they've sandbagged the front of it off, likely as a directive from Heatfang to make sure no one else comes in here to mess with the crystals.
Oh boy, won't he be bad.
Do you think it's possible for him
Exceptionally.
to rip the roof off of these pyramids?
Only if he's really good at putting. Pingwing smiles, you know, raising the roof and all. Sorry, I'll be quiet now.
Jokes are supposed to be funny, Pingwing.
I know, I'm sorry.
Well, now if we can stop dilly dallying and
Swift is gonna
and destroy some robots.
Swift is gonna examine these and see if the badges that Pingwing mentioned. Maybe there's some badge on these things.
Give me a perception check.
I will roll to assist.
So will I.
You start looking into the thing. Your assistant's roll.
Oh, my bad.
The thing. One of you would have to do the assistant, but you plan to roll
one.
first.
Right.
Yeah, because bonuses don't stack. So you're looking at this one. This is the one that Sarsaparilla actually struck with the construct key that they had, making it inert. And she actually took out the little clockwork heart in this one. So it's missing its heart. It's actually not like destroyed. It's not scrapped. Like, this one's actually just disabled. Like overall, just from that one was.
Yeah.
Looking around, there doesn't seem to be any sort of like credentials or anything that are attached to this. There's no badge. There's nothing like that. Nothing that's just like hanging off of it that would give it like beep this to get in the door.
Would the crystal she took out gain us access to those rooms? Or could it fool the other constructs?
I mean, that's something that you can certainly try. It's like you gotta try it if you're gonna do it.
All right. Yeah, we'll keep that. We'll keep that idea in our back pocket.
We'll see if we've got another one of those things on one of these other robots.
The others, I believe, were pretty thoroughly destroyed, especially that one.
So that's just a thing to keep in mind. That construct key that was left by some mysterious person in the previous pyramid, that was left there. Miss Sarsaparilla was actually wearing that and had it invested when she did the thing. And part of that whole thing is if you reduce a construct to 0 rather than destroying it, it just disables it. So that's why that one is specifically disabled. The rest, you guys just kind of fucking beat the shit out of. So they're kind of hunks of junk. There's like broken crystals and things in them, but like it's nothing that you could just salvage as a usable thing.
Okay.
Speaking of the previous pyramid, I can't remember. Did we come across an area that was like the secret room where we got that flashback?
In the last period there was a secret flashback pyramid, and then in this pyramid there is another circle. It's in the main room.
That's right.
We haven't really found any treasure.
Assuming it's a flashback and not a prison holding some kind of monster, we should probably try reactivating this one and see if we can find out what happened here.
Well, you did the last one. I wasn't there for that.
Right. Is everyone ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Boy, this door is locked.
Because we're going to have to flood the previous room with the water in that room.
Oh, my bad. This one should actually be unlocked because if I'm not mistaken, you guys had turned this lever last session, yeah?
At one point.
All right, let me change the light colors here. Boop, boop, doo, doo, doo.
I don't know. Can we fast travel back to the main room?
I could do that.
That would just be quicker.
Yeah.
All right. You guys aren't able to flash track back to the main rooms. Let me, boop. But go. Everybody go back in the other room, just so I could copy paste you all at once. Just makes it easier.
Okay. Well, the game's paused.
Oh, my bad.
And on the way back, Moonplanter will point out the Tesla coils, how Trip got those locked open, and we had to use eyeballs to sneak past.
Ah.
Stop moving, Tangent. I'm like copying people.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
And
Copy.
in that room, I nearly drowned.
Ah.
Remove.
Fascinating.
And those spigots you see sticking up out of the floor right there, those jettison a great deal of steam, so be careful, otherwise they'll burn you.
There we go.
Ah. Wow, this is quite a room.
There's a
Mhm.
bunch of switches on the other side of the wall right here.
It's kind of like a control panel or something. And he looks around over here. Like that's what I would assume it is. Why
let's
else
try
would you have a bunch of
flipping it.
levers in a place?
Well, we may as well just try flipping each one of them and see which one works.
I don't think we should start blindly flipping switches.
Blindly, slimely. What's the sense of adventure without risk?
All of these levers, above each one, is labeled 1 to 10.
Is that danger?
It's
Well,
probably a danger level, so don't flip the 10th one.
Well, let's flip the first one.
Oh no. Are you doing it?
I mean, hang on, Mubarak. I mean, risk is one thing, but it should be a calculated risk. We didn't
Aye,
touch
we're
this
not-
panel. We didn't touch this panel when we first got here because we wanted to explore to see if we could figure things out. We still haven't figured them out quite yet.
That's a smart call.
Well, in that case, there gonna be like any treasure, any possibility treasure, if we go searching around.
And-
Potentially.
Did Chewbacca want you to ask for him?
No. No. Mubarak.
You two seem to be focused on a lot of the same things, like you're in cahoots together.
Shabak. Well,
Pingwing thinks this is very suspicious, he says in the
really
third person.
moneymaker, but I just would like my work to be rewarded, you know? I mean, I stick my neck out there. I think it's fair. I get some gold, some Bitcoin. It's fair.
Well, so far there hasn't been traditional treasure found in this place, but if we can get this thing up and running, it should start purifying the water.
I will note that as you guys have taken care of a couple of those like clockwork spies in the previous rooms, some of those same little indents in the walls are definitely visible now. Obviously, them not having returned back to them, they seem to be popping out of the walls in certain places.
How many empty spots do we have, and how many little drones have we destroyed so far?
Well, you didn't really see them to begin with. Only the ones that were like on the front-facing ones. Some of these like weren't even spaces that you would have seen previously. But you've defeated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 so far.
9 so far. Okay. Throughout the rest of the wall, do we see some that are still lodged in place?
Oh yeah, lots.
No. I don't know if we should destroy those or not. I can't tell if they're critical to this place.
I don't know. Destroying them could result in like a security breach.
Well, I wasn't here to see what they did last time, so. Hey, lad, what do you think about these little bots?
The little...
Oh,
you're talking triple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Triple?
Well, what is it? What do I have to? I'm not an expert on this kind of thing. They look at you.
They look at you?
Yeah, they take pictures. Well, actually, I don't know what a picture is.
Yeah, you do. You're from Erelon. You know about their pictures.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It looks like they take pictures somehow.
That's very not good.
Yeah,
So
I know.
I'm trying to sneak around here.
Though I don't know who they're giving it to. Maybe the robots?
Yeah, they haven't attacked us directly so far, but when they take enough damage, they'll spin around really fast and explode in your face.
Not very pleasant.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
But onto the circle.
Penguin's looking at the circle. The circle itself looks It's not like painted on like the last one was at the previous pyramid. This one is etched in. It's etched into this to the like kind of coppery floor, brass floor itself, where like in a way that was definitely probably machine done, for lack of better terms. Very circular, obviously. Very there's not a lot of abnormality to it, and of course there's 4 different spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, that all go around a big central circle.
All right, we had 4
Someone had
instruments. Go ahead, Trip.
nothing going.
We had 4 instruments and a 5th object. I forget what the 5th object was.
That was the construct key.
The one that Sarsaparilla used,
The
correct?
Cordella's construct key, yeah.
All right.
Have y'all tried using those again? Or did you find any new things to put in the circles?
No, we haven't tried it yet, and to the best of my knowledge, we haven't come across anything that would fit the same way.
Only thing that I think we took in from this place is I think Sarsaparilla took a core from one of the clockworks.
Was the first pyramid themed after semitone? Because the 4 objects we found were all musical instruments.
That was a lot of the things. A lot of the stuff had to do with their ceremonies. There was instruments.
Well, I don't suppose we have access. Do we have access to that key and the core? Or technically not, since Sarsaparilla disappeared.
Oh man, that ley line, you know how it puts things in your party loot.
Magic.
Well, try putting whatever you got, try putting it in one of the circles and seeing if it does anything. Like the core. I say out of character.
I don't know what y'all talking about, but it sounds like a plan.
Right, so I guess we'll put the core. I don't remember if they had to be aligned perfectly one way. Because if you look at the way the circles are drawn now, this one is a circle within a circle. This one is just a plain circle. This one has I forget what that type of line is called, but you see how that one kind of curves to the west?
The crescent?
This one curves to the east? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, are these moons? Are the moon
Possibly.
shapes? Full moon.
Yeah, phases. They
yeah,
could be
phases of the moon.
phases of the moon.
Yeah.
So this would be new moon, full moon, waning, waxing.
Does that mean anything?
I don't know if Crucible would have been concerned with the phases of the moon. That didn't seem to be his field of expertise.
And Penguin kind of like nods. I would say that he'd probably be annoyed by it. You know, probably some druid thing or whatever. You know how they didn't get along.
Do you think more than one individual made this? Could be like, I don't know, like somebody worked together, I guess. And
Well, if anybody collaborated and it was just thinking about the original Bannermanes, it was probably Nevermore. He's the one that was, and Penguin actually looks like a little bit more proud in the moment. He was a hippogriff and he was also a wizard. He's kind of my idol.
If this is Crucible's work, then this would have been set up with an exact purpose and precision. Something of a mathematical nature, I'm certain.
So, if that's the case, there's probably an instruction manual somewhere, I'm sure, he says with a smile. It's clearly joking.
Well, you did say there's still this whole other side of the place. Maybe we should just check that out, but and come back and see what we can find.
I think that's the right call. All right.
The bear goes roar or some shit.
The bear goes roar in its puppy form.
Yeah.
All right. I will. Here, Tangent. Hold on to this. And Swift gives Tangent the construct key.
How much does it weigh?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say it costs anything.
Okay.
It's just a pretty necklace. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Let me read it. Hold on. Oh, if your attack reduces. Never mind. And then I take it back.
Wait, but I was okay. All right.
I need to read the fine print.
What is it with
Swift walks away with it.
What is it with you cats and wanting treasure? I swear.
All right.
What? Hey,
Well,
but I was gonna be given it.
Before we go down that way, I want to show you all this real quick. If you look down this tiny little slit right here, you can just barely see the crystal.
I do. Okay.
TM reminds you, if you hold shift, you can go into the middle of squares.
No, it's best if you just kind of like go between.
For some
This is
reason,
how you
I
would do
can't.
it
I
in real
can't
life.
stand right in the middle, and this is really worrisome.
How do you go in the middle of squares? I'm holding shift and nothing's happening.
I gotta pick up your token, hold shift, and then release it.
By the way, Tangent, I just forgot. Here's your goggles of night.
Fair.
They're still in my inventory. I didn't remove them.
I know, I'm just giving them back.
Okay.
Alright, does Tangent have night vision?
Y'all
Dark-
can't stand
dark
in the
vision, sorry.
middle? Are
You
y'all
can give
drunk?
me night vision.
Hush, Mubarak. We're working here.
Does Mubarak have dark vision?
He has low light vision. Wait, he
Alright.
does have goggles at night, so yeah,
Are
he
you,
has
are you
night.
putting them on?
Yes,
Alright.
I am activating them. Yes,
Are they greater or not greater?
they're normal. So
Normal
Just
and
an
then
hour.
swift.
Swift has a pair of goggles at night.
Greater or normal?
Normal.
Gotcha. Alright, you guys got an hour of dark vision with those. Mind that.
Man, imagine not being able to see in the dark as a racial trait. All right, Bannermanes. Shall we head north or west? We'll need to travel to both.
What's this crystal up here? It looks big and shiny.
That's the crystal we were just discussing with.
Get the bear out of your ears.
We're
You still
going
got
to
waterlogged in there, lad?
we're going to attempt to travel to it. I think we should go north.
All right, you lead us then.
No objections. All right, coming down this hallway, rolling perception, of course.
Go for it.
Listening, looking, even smelling for signs of danger.
I'll roll
Listen.
for perception as well.
Would you like me to just cast searing light down the hallway and light it up?
I don't
Yeah.
think that's necessary.
And Pingwing will come up to you. Don't use your attack spells down a hallway.
'Cause I
That's
got
wasteful.
smacked.
And he gives you like a little bit of like he scratches his head and he tilts his head a little bit. You're prepared like me, right? You gotta save those. As for your perception checks, you're looking, and you don't see anything that is necessarily out of place.
Okay, continuing forward.
And then you run into something. Oh man, what was that?
Nice music. Nice music.
Oh man, I didn't even mean to play that. That was funny. That was just really good timing. I accidentally put spacebar and it just played the music that was like first in the playlist. That was kind of funny. No. As you continue walking, this pipe above you, which you hadn't seen, it didn't seem to be out of sorts or whatever. Did seem to have like a leaky. It was leaky around one of the rings.
Are
And
we in a pyramid?
and I need you to click that reflex. That reflex save for me. On the map there, so you can see it.
Oh, evasion.
A critical success and evasion. So look at that. As steam erupts from the pipes, you dodge to the side, right where you are here. Now it's to all creatures within 15 feet, which I believe also means, Mr. Swifsail, you get to push that button too. Nice.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you guys kind of dodge out of the way. Swift's a little bit easier than Moon Planner, as this kind of releases whatever pressure was in it. And then that little O-ring kind of thump, goes back up. It seems to be like that pressure just slowly builds over time.
We'll keep that in mind. All right. So peeking around this corner, rolling perception again, looking for the same kind of threats.
You keep a keen eye out, but don't see any threats. As you look around the corner, though, you will see a door.
All right. Triple, would you please check the door for traps?
I'll check the door for traps.
All right. You check for traps. Triple, looking for traps in this door. You do not see any immediately, though this door does not have one of those like big, I guess, turny wheels like the kind of double lock doors were in the rooms where you guys were filling up tanks. Instead, this one seems to have more of like a handle itself. It's more of like a lever of sorts. Though there is definitely a keyhole here, and upon looking at it, I mean, it doesn't seem like there's any traps that you can spy.
Is this? I'm guessing it's locked.
You're free to try it.
Okay. Well, first let's try opening the door. I'm going to try opening the door.
Yeah. You clicking it?
Yeah, I'm opening the door.
Yeah, if you're clicking it, it should be giving you a little locked sound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It does that.
Okay, I see. Well, I was just, yeah, let's do the roll.
All right. You have your thieves' tools?
I have a skeleton key and thieves' tools.
Nice. All right. You start finagling the lock, and that is, according to this lock's DC, a critical success, which brings you 2 steps on this one. This one seems to be a very, very mechanical lock in itself, almost as if it had 2 stages to it, but you unlock it. 1 go. Yeah, look at you go.
Not very well. Okay, I'm opening this thing up. Oh, more sounds.
Yes, and as you open this door, Triple, something terrible meets your eyes. A whole Star Wars epilogue of box text. Oh no.
Nice.
Looking into this room, immediately the first thing that is apparent is that there are gears all along the top of it, turning. Some of them stopped, some of them not. Pipes that go above them. There's what seems to be more in front of you, bookcases. Bookcases in some sort of clockwork organizational, like organized in a very clockworky way. There's definitely, they're definitely put there. They're all aligned evenly, and the cases that they're in aren't made of wood. They are made of brass, similar to the rest of the place. Different colored lights kind of illuminate the area, and of course, that that pipe that runs smooth against the ground underneath you continues in this room, going around them.
It's so clockworky.
Yeah, well done, Triple. Thank you. Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Pay attention to the pipe that's at your hooves and your paws, because that's likely going to wrap around to the area we need to go.
Oh, okay. That was my danger check.
That was your danger check. Danger. You seem to think that the only odd things in this place are these nodes, which you've seen before. This one and this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are the ones that blast steam, so be careful.
Nope, those are the ones that turned yellow when you guys had initially pissed off those previous clockworks.
Oh, okay. These look like bookshelves. That means knowledge.
Yes, there are plenty of tomes and books and things that are in there, all, like I said, aligned perfectly to each other.
We shouldn't go ahead too far.
Mubarak, you can't fit there. Stop moving through the map in places you know you can't go. Right. That's a bookcase, you.
Oh.
I read Sphinx. Are these books written in the Sphinx?
You are free to take one out and look at it if that's what you're trying to do.
All right, I pick the first book I see and take it out.
Give me a D100. Find if you could.
Good job, Moon Planner.
Picking out book number, well, I mean, you kind of know your role anyway. Book number 20, as it is labeled. You take a look at it, kind of start flipping through the page. You may read Sphinx, but it doesn't matter because what you don't read is very complex diagrams of gears.
Nerd.
What?
Yeah, you. Do you have that spell that lets you read really fast? I've seen some spellcasters use it.
And he kind of scratches his head a little bit. I don't recall.
Okay. Well, I think we found that user's manual you were mentioning earlier, but I
Oh.
can't make details of it.
Oh, let me see. And he gestures out.
This one's
Yeah,
number
he
20.
knows.
And he takes the book, kind of like looking, flipping, and as he flips, he's generally trying to do like a really quick reading thing, but knows that he's kind of on the spot right now, and he's definitely a little nervous for it. That being said, he does kind of like blink upwards and look. I mean, yeah, this is definitely instructions, all right. And he looks up. I would presume, and he's like matching some symbols, matching some gears. Probably in that area, and he points up toward the ceiling somewhere, like indiscriminate, where some gears are turning. It's just kind of a service manual, so like if those need to be replaced, I think, and he's looking toward the books here, if I had to make a judgment call, he says as he rolls his skill check, because I gotta do that in fairness. If I had to make a judgment call, these books are probably for after he was long gone. If anybody was to come in here and fix up the place, this is probably the place that they would start.
I see. Well, then there's probably instructions on how to repair the filtration system, if we know the right book to look at. Is there a glossary or an index book, kind of like how the Encyclopedia Britannica used to have a book specifically for looking up specific subjects, so you know which book to look at?
This is where I would ask if you have a relevant lore skill, or anybody else that has a relevant lore skill for such things. I know Mr. Penguin does, in academia.
Tanning lore. I don't think that'll come into play here.
I don't think so.
Tangent, what's
Sailing
your
lore,
lore?
of course.
Did Tangent? I thought Tangent left the call. Is she here?
She's here. Well, she's deafened.
God damn it, Tangent.
Really?
I think her mom might be yelling at her. ECS, deafened.
Underworld lore
I'll check her
is
lore, though.
perfect.
I don't think Underworld lore would be here. Unfortunately, the Underworld doesn't much care about the Dewey Decimal System. All right, let's see.
Wickerwind had transcriber lore.
Tangent's lore would not come into play either. However, like I said, Penguin's lore did the thing, so I rolled that, and what Penguin would get you based on his roll. He's looking at the cases. The cases themselves seem to have some kind of writing and labeling system and stuff like that he has along the thing. And he starts kind of taking out some books, putting them back like where they were, and then like comparing, looking to and fro. It takes like a good 5-10 minutes of him actually going around, if you guys are sticking around and letting him do it.
Yeah, Moonplanter would venture just a little bit further to check to make sure there's no other threats in this room.
He's taken a look at all of these, like really focusing in on them and kind of like looking. Okay, I think I got it. So, and he kind of starts pointing. These ones over here, points. These are just labels and parts, like what parts are needed, what their specifications are. And so are these and these. They're just kind of divided. These ones are for gears, these ones are for pipes, and these ones are for clockworks. And he kind of nods. The bottom rack right here, and he points to these three right over here, are more instruction manuals that actually help for like where things go and like where they need to be placed if they're broken and that kind of thing. Kind of nods. That's my assumption anyway. I'm looking through everything and seeing how everything matches up.
While Penguin was giving his explanation, everyone can see Moon's eyes and ears just absolutely lock and fixate right over here.
And you noticed something that Penguin didn't because he was so busy looking at these things. What? Oh. Ears fall back.
Remember that one that had all the rapiers that we turned into throwing stars? Yeah. We fought one. I can see 3.
There are 2 there that you see. The third one on the back looks slightly different. Their tokens are just the same, just so you know.
Do they appear deactivated, powered down?
Yes. From your perspective, these things currently seem to definitely be deactivated. Like, they're not moving, not looking at you. They're just kind of there. And the lights in the back are red.
Go.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Hi, BCS.
Hello. I'm restarting. My computer seems to be stuck restarting though, so.
Oh, okay. Well, if you just stay and call, I can help you move around, okay? Just try to get your computer working.
Yeah, my internet went out, so I restarted.
All right.
How about should y'all use that key thing y'all keep talking about, just in case? I mean, they could turn back on any time.
Well,
Sarsaparilla knew how. Go ahead, Ping.
Oh, sorry. No, you could go ahead.
Sarsaparilla had it attuned to herself. She knew how to use it.
Swift currently has it.
Triple, do you think you could carefully sneak around over there and get a closer look at those things to make sure they're powered down and there's nothing over there that would set them off?
Yeah, let's do that.
Give me your stealth check.
Okay.
And while he does that, GM Moonplanter is going to hunt prey on the first one he sees and the one in the back that looks a little bit different, just in case.
This is gonna be bad. I won't be able to... Does that have to be blind, by the way? I don't know.
Yes.
Like, I think... Really? Okay. Do you want to just keep that? No, just...
Oh, what was that? You rolled your stealth, yeah?
I rolled it, but it was Publix, and it's 1. So, do you want to just keep that? Because it would...
No,
okay.
you need to do it blind. Like, that's what I said.
Okay.
That was either better or worse. All right. Where are you? Triple? There you are. All right, move. Move yourself. Where are you going?
Step very lightly, Triple.
Oh, yeah.
Triple, you step deftly, going up, up, up and away. And the thing that you see is that you see what seems to be 4 different clockwork things, 2 of which are those rapier bomb throwing, constructs that are right here, and 2 in the back, which seem to have their own sort of rapiers, though they don't have launchers on the sides of them. From what you could see here, just already, you could see one of those clockworks, the small wand held within a little glass tube within its arm, similar to the one of the mages that you'd seen. To the east here, you do see what seems to be one of those doors, similar to the double lock doors you've seen previously with the little valve on the side. And as you kind of get up to this point, you start hearing what sounds to be a turning within whatever room is next to you to the east. Actually, everybody hears that because Moonplanter, Swift, all you guys just hear it to the north instead. There seems to be more books and that kind of like up here, and one of those fancy control nodules right here, as well as several different, what looks to be spinnable dials up toward the north.
Huh. Okay, I'm going to... I don't know why, but... okay. It had to reload, mainly. But you can move my token back so I can relay this information to them. It'll rejoin in a second.
Okay.
How many did you see?
Well, actually, it looked like there was, like, more than 4 there. And... yeah, I don't know if we should fight that.
No, very obviously not. We should avoid conflict with them. If they're deactivated, then I'm hoping we can just simply walk right past them. But obviously, if we're going to set off any kind of alarms, that probably would turn them on, and then we'll have to deal with them.
I think the spiders are what causes them to go off. I think.
Did you notice any traps or flips or switches or anything of that nature down there?
I actually probably should have looked a little harder for that. Why don't I sneak back in there and look for exactly that? Should do a perception check.
Please do.
Yeah, let's do
Good
that.
call.
What were you looking for?
Basically, I am looking for switches or anything that could turn these things on, as well as traps. That would also be a good thing.
I told you, though, the only switches that you saw were 4 turnable dials right up here toward the north.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Those don't look like switches, but
They're
maybe.
controls. You were looking for controls.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell them about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Trip. All right. I believe that means it's safe for us to at least approach. Yeah, I see that one you're talking about.
Pingwing stays in the back.
Well,
Got
Pingwing, if you would, check these bookshelves, see if you can learn anything else, specifically about the constructs here and how we can keep from activating them.
Oh, okay. And he starts like looking into the bookshelves, doing his thing. Like roll his thing again, for better or for worse. Donk.
While he does that, Swift, do you think you could attune that key to yourself?
It is
Okay.
attuned.
Good, thank you.
All right, and Pingwing starts to, if you guys are giving him about 10 minutes to do the thing,
Yeah.
starts looking through books. Looking. He's looking.
Book.
He's a little apprehensive to turn his back to these things over here, but he does go up. Nothing jumps out. These things don't turn on. They don't look up. They don't do anything. And then he kind of whispers back around the corner here. Okay. I think I got it, but I think I've told you before. Like I'm not an engineer. I don't know how a lot of this stuff works. I'm just kind of piecing it together logically. Okay. And he kind of nods. So, points to like some of these bookshelves. These ones are just repair modules for these. At least that's what they look like. They have a lot of diagrams with them and places to put gears and whatnot, and how they could be programmed. And then there's this one, which is for some of the other ones. And he points up north. I'm not sure if you saw those, but they're a lot more. That one made a lot more sense because they actually cast spells. And he smiles. And pretty much what he's doing here is recognizing the things for you. So there's clockwork choppers, which are the first two that you see right here and here. There's clockwork assassins, which are right here and here.
Okay.
There's clockwork mages right here and here. And there's clockwork soldiers right here and here. So any abilities that would require you to identify a creature, he's done that for you.
Okay.
And he kind
Well
of
done,
he smiles. Thank you. And then there was one more thing, which was this last one over here. And he points. That one was a little bit out of place, but I think it has to do with whatever is making that whirring sound in the next room. He points. It looks to be another kind of holding tank, but it's a lot more complex, and there's a lot more spinny blades in that one, by the looks of the diagrams.
Were you able to determine how we can keep these things from activating while we're working in here?
No. That's not something that I saw in there anyway. Like I said, they're more repair manuals, less so how to not activate manuals. That's when you guys hear the next room over to your to the east kind of stop, like it powers down.
Is someone
Let's
in there
hide.
messing with it?
He blinks. I'm not sure. And that's when you guys hear it. You hear it.
Oh no.
What do we hear?
Chipper cartoony music, the worst kind.
You hear it, and then kind of start hearing little buzzing as a very familiar buzzing. It's the buzzing of those things. Let me pull them up here. Let's see. This is in for pyramids. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start buzzing in. Tangent, are you where you are?
My TP's coming up.
Yeah. Tangent, Mubarak, you guys kind of see 4 little things buzz in, but they don't really pay attention to you. They just kind of start flying in.
Blink, blink.
They stop. They blink at you again. Blink, blink. And then one of them, kind of like that little crystal in its eye kind of opens up and it looks at you, and you just hear this distinctive like it flashes at you briefly as if like taking a picture.
Swift gives a big grin, stands up straight and tall, and he looks pretty for the camera.
You get
Don't do that.
give me a performance roll.
Okay.
God, I love this theme.
Hey.
And yeah, I mean you do get their attention, and they kind of spin around you. Snap, snap, snap,
I
snap.
get a good look, and I even give him a pose with the rapier.
I'm going to. I think that these things activate the robots. I think we got to kill them.
And they fly around. They're doing their thing. You see one of them kind of go up to these controls over here, actually. He kind of lands on one of the ones toward the right, and you see him kind of turn it all the way up.
Man.
And this one stops taking pictures of you, and then looks toward everybody else. Pingwing, who was trying to stay out of frame and like going around you, Swift, it just winds up getting more pictures of you. Oh, no. And it's like, it's trying to get a good angle of Pingwing, but keeps getting Swift instead. It's around this time that as these things fly in, these little control nodes do light up green. They're green, currently. This one continues to spin up here. And then as it kind of spins it up, that's when this one kind of like looks over toward the other one, and in a very kind of clockworky way, just kind of like I'm going to stop that so it's not repeating all the time. It's a very clockworky sort of way. It does kind of like look toward its compatriots, and let me suppose I should pull up the where's the Wati ambience, hey? It's somewhere here. Oh, there it is. Bonk. There we go. Yeah, in a very clockworky way, kind of like looks toward its things. And they seem to be kind of communicating to each other. And then this one goes over and just starts flying away.
Well, they seem harmless. They just seem like big fans is all.
They all kind of line up in this very big like a line and then start flying out.
Does this dungeon take a while?
What a meta question.
To load. No, to load.
Oh, I'm not sure. I was
not really. I set the DPI down. It shouldn't be that long.
Yeah,
Loaded pretty quickly for me.
I'll just refresh.
Make sure to check if you have hardware acceleration on.
I don't know how to check that.
Well, Google it.
BCS, before you do anything, what browser are you using? What browser are you using?
Firefox.
Use Chrome.
Okay, so how about that door then?
I'm very apprehensive moving forward. I mean, as far as those little machines go, it seems like as long as we're not openly hostile, they're not concerned about us at all.
Swift takes a brave step, kind of just where he is right here. Hey, yeah, they just seem, like robots. Security, I guess, but they're not on.
Without a doubt, security. All right.
It's about when you hear like a chunk, and then all the gears around the room kind of stop. And then from inside whatever room is next, all you hear is the sound of fire. Constantly.
Moonplanter will touch the door to see if it's warm.
Door's not warm.
Okay, so it hasn't been on fire for long. Is it a sealed door, or is there enough space for things like smoke and fumes to come out?
It is a sealed door, and it is the same type of door that you guys had seen when you guys were messing with the tanks earlier.
Okay. All right, so those little things fiddled with this dial right here. Do they rotate it clockwise or counterclockwise?
They rotate it all the way to the right, so clockwise.
clockwise. These lights turned green, and then they left. I have no idea what that means, but this pipe stops here in this room. All right. I do think we need to push forward. Does this door have a handle?
It has a like turny valve that you have to turn,
All right.
similar to a submarine door.
Everyone ready?
Aye, except for
This
BCS who's trying to load in, and for Shabaka that's not currently logged in to my Foundry.
Baka.
Oh, what happened to him?
Oh yeah, man. You computer reset it. I'm gonna try to turn it back on. Sorry about that.
The irony of playing in the most technologically advanced setting yet and having all these technological errors. I had them last session too.
You know, it's just the wonder of Crucible.
It sounded more like a Windows crash to me.
What are you doing, Moon Planner?
Waiting to make sure the rest of the party is good to go. Also typing a note.
I'm going to do a perception check on the door if he hasn't done it already.
You're gonna... Okay, go for it. Yep. Triple, the door itself doesn't seem to have any immediate hazards that you see. It seems to just be, like I said, the similar door to what you guys have done in the past.
Can I be staying with the
okay.
bear?
Yeah, you're with the bear.
Oh no!
Okay.
I did not do that. It just shot off for some reason.
There we go.
I don't know why it keeps doing that.
All right. And as you open it, Moon Planner, you do see another one of those flashing lights that kind of signals something is probably going on. Triple. You kind of step in.
Yeah.
The atmosphere gets considerably warmer. A few degrees warmer, actually. As you open it at Moon Planner, like some warm air just kind of out towards you. Not hot, but it's warm.
Aye, we did just hear some fire.
Oh, great.
All right.
What am I seeing when I'm putting my ear up to this door?
How close are you putting your ear up to the door?
Close enough that I can hear, not like planning myself on it. It's filthy.
I ask if you're touching it.
I'm not touching it.
Okay.
I don't want to be
You
left
put your ear up to the
behind.
door, and you just hear... Like, you hear that fire. It's still going. And you could definitely feel that this door, based on your perception check for hazards, would probably deal some fire damage to you if you set anything on it right now.
Yeah, I imagine so. If this is the case, we'll have to, what are we gonna do, guys? Like,
Well,
someone's cooking in there.
And then, as you kind of say this, it stops.
Wait, is that door shut? I can get in.
Oh, absolutely.
There's
I
kind
got
of
a door knocker.
there's kind of the sound of what sounds to be draining almost, some more draining, and then you kind of hear that whirring again, whir, and then they come back in their very quirky little way. These things come flying back in. Currently, they start looking around. They once again just kind of ignore you. They go about the business that whatever they're doing, they do it. But this one kind of stops here, and it looks at the fact that this door is open.
Want me to use the assistant door knocker?
Not yet, Tangent. I want to see what these things do.
It looks at this door that's open, and then this control node and this control node go yellow.
This
Moon
map is
Planter
laggy.
will step up and close the door, and then step back.
It follows you as you step close to it and then step back, and like the thing follows you and then clicks its camera. And then the nodes don't change color. It just it remains there. Two of them kind of go up here. One of them turns this one all the way from the clockwise position it was back to wherever it was resting. And then the other one kind of turns the big one all the way to the right. and then they kind of fly off again. The nodes don't change color.
By the way,
Uh,
my bear's
is
stuck
that-
in a wall.
My
Your
my
bear's
game
not
won't
stuck
let
at a
me
wall.
won't let me move left, so I'm reloading.
That the number 1 or the number 2 dial that it turned clockwise?
Number 1.
Do we try the other hallway?
I think that's a good suggestion, because I'm concerned that this is going to turn red if we stick around and interfere with their work. All right.
Red, certainly not very good.
Ping, where did you go? Oh,
Uh,
there you are.
Pingwing is up here. And as you guys kind of like start to go back, you guys see even more of those bots now coming forward. And there's like these and these. They start kind of like in an array, kind of going upwards. Kind of go up, 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 and away. Let me move these here. And one of them kind of fits itself onto that latch of the door. It clicks into place, and its gem turns green. And then it opens. Doomp! It opens. And this light actually changes a different color than what you guys have normally seen it. It actually turns yellow. Ooh. Yellow. As it turns yellow, another one kind of goes in, fits onto the door. You see a little click. And enters. And then the door behind it. The yellow gem in here starts spinning.
What's that about? Did this happen before?
We've never been in here before, so I have no idea.
These guns are just kind of floating on standby.
Pingwing, do you have any idea what that means?
I feel like I don't want to find out.
Okay. Yeah, let's head out, and we'll come back to this room later.
Aye, fine by me.
Yeah, Pingwing's sticking near the bear.
All right. Does the pressure valve look like it's going to pop?
Give me a perception check.
I already ran through it, I guess.
Yeah, you did run through it, so yes, the answer is yes. It did look like it was going to pop. All right, click the button.
Means I got to click the button. That means Swift and Tangent and Pingwing need to click the button.
Yup.
Everyone, literally
Yeah.
everyone.
Except for
Thanks,
Murbuck, he has
Purple.
cover.
Oh, cool.
All right, and it pops. Going out, but I think only Pingwing takes damage. Where's Tangent?
Right here, I'm waiting for the trap.
Yeah, click the button. It says DC 24 basic reflex.
You're within
I-
15 feet. That's why you got to make the save.
Okay. Hold on. Alright.
There you go. All right, but
I don't think I made it.
you did fail. So you and Pingwing, no, Pingwing actually made a save, so you'll only take half. So here's this, and here's this. So 7 and 10. You're gonna take all that. Tangent. Pingwing's taking half. There's like steam and stuff just barrels out at you guys.
Trip,
Oh,
be careful, please. Are you okay, Tangent?
I'll heal myself, don't worry.
All right.
I'm gonna take a few minutes, like 5 minutes, to heal myself up with medicine. Let's see. Treat
Go for
wounds. Expert. Did I do it?
you gotta take 10 minutes to do that, by the way.
Oh, okay. And heal. There you go.
All right, 10 minutes later, we go.
Mm-hmm.
I, for some reason,
We're
cannot
going-
move left.
I can't move left either. I thought it was just me.
I don't have any walls set up, do
When
I?
I reloaded,
right.
it let me move left.
It's just a little bit laggy.
Careful, tangent.
Oh wait, you're right. Sorry.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
I do.
Another identical pipe right there. I figured we were walking right into it.
I know, I just wanted
Idle.
to scare you. That's why I pushed pause.
Oh.
All right. Well, Moon Planter's gonna peek around the corner, do a perception check.
Moon Planner peeks around the corner and does a perception check. Peek around the corner if you're gonna peek around the corner. There you go. Yeah, you gotta move. I'll make you move. You peek around the corner and see a very long hallway. Some lights at the end illuminate the end of the passage, but there is no light in the actual corridor that you're in. It's your dark vision that you're kind of looking through the scope of right now.
What are you doing?
The corridor itself has some pipes that go overhead. You hear kind of like a mechanical whirring, similar to an engine that you've heard before, and some of the lights that were up here do seem to be either knocked out or just not powered currently.
This is a very, very long hallway, but I can see 2 doors and an end to the hallway that kind of goes to the east. All right, checking both of these pipes to make sure they're not going to explode at us.
They don't look like they will.
That sounds like a GM trick. You
They
don't
always
see
do.
any traps. You don't see any traps.
I have to make it sound like that, don't I?
All right. Well, Moon Planner's walking forward very casually. Not.
There you go.
Thanks.
Ah, boy, and this one definitely makes you do the thing again. Is rattle, 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 poof, just kind of as you walk past it, and you kind of dodge back a little bit.
Found one. Safe now. All right. Party, are you coming? There's
Yeah.
Pingwing.
Aye,
Is it
aye,
safe?
aye, aye.
Yes, I triggered the trap. It's safe for a little while. It's probably going to build back pressure, so we need to be careful moving back.
It's so laggy.
Yeah.
Ah, look, a door.
Lots of machinery coming through this door.
You guys can hear that, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. I love this sound mapping. You found yourself a door.
Ashley, keep not flushing your nuggets.
Mom.
Is that behind the door?
All right, Trip, do your thing.
It's a ghost. I'm doing it.
All right, what? You're just doing a perception check. You do your perception check.
Yes.
This one seems to have a like a lever itself to like lock and do the thing with. It doesn't actually like have like a valve that you turn. Nothing seems to be stopping you from doing so.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing I'm going to try to open it first. Okay, and it has a yellow light. I'm going to do my perception check on the next one.
A yellow light and what seems to be some gears turning overhead, rather rapidly.
Yeah, I'm going to do that and then step back out after I've gotten my info.
You take a look at the second door. Once again, same kind of door, same kind of thing. It doesn't seem like anything is stopping you from opening this door.
Okay.
Oh no, something was
let's
there to stop you. Box text. Oh no. Looking into this room as you open the door, what seems to be some sort of engine is chugging away. Along the floor is one of those glassed, like over the top, you can see the gears spinning, probably from the work that this engine is doing, and a very loud hum of the actual engine itself can be heard. A number of buttons on the mechanism seem to be very visible on some sort of control panel, and that's kind of what's in this room. The only thing really illuminating it is one green torch. Or I guess one green light.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Green light. Yeah, I'm gonna do a perception check to see if there's anything weird here that we should know of.
Green is good.
That's
Aye,
right.
green is very good.
Go for it.
Might not need to be worth messing with then.
You peek. The big thing that's probably worth noting here is that engine has a bunch of buttons on it. Specifically, as you kind of like get like a smaller, closer look here, the buttons actually have labels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got the actual numbers there, and then start, stop, prepare, ping, and check, service, and wind.
Where's the wing button? Penguin, you gotta come here and take a look at this.
What?
This whole place doesn't... Yeah, look at this stuff. This place has like a bunch of like rooms and everything, but we haven't seen a single kitchen, bedroom, or bathroom. It's a shame.
Well, I don't think clockworks really need to eat, so...
I could use something to eat.
How do they live?
Probably he kind of thinks subsisting off that oil that we found in the other room, says Penguin, blinking, and then saying, actually, probably, yeah, actually.
Well, I wouldn't eat that stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah, how would a machine even use this stuff?
Are you asking Triple or Penguin?
I think he's just asking it rhetorically.
Oh.
Yeah, just speaking it out loud. Moonplanner has no idea what any of this is.
Like, you guys have to shout, like, if you're talking to each other in this room, by the way. That engine is loud. There's probably a reason that was double-doored.
Oh.
How can anyone work with all this noise?
Even Gunter's got, like, his little flippers over his ears.
Where's some earmuffs when you need them?
The last time we came across an engine like this, it was powering cogs next to a valve. So
Can
maybe
I
we
use-
should turn it off. What were you saying, Tim?
What?
I was tempted to use the bullhorn cantrip, but I probably shouldn't.
No, you should.
What? I can't hear you, dude.
Read my lips. I think we should turn it off.
I can actually read lips.
I don't have that feed.
That's a feat I have. I can read lips. So, yeah.
Mubarak
Oh,
has
crap.
to
Yeah.
You closing the door behind you, or what?
be-
I don't like this room.
Oh, my poor ears.
Triple, you notice hazards. Oh no. More of those clockworky style bookshelves align this next room, though in this one there's a control nodule next to what seems to be two very tightly covered looking things that you'd previously seen those clockworks actually come out of the other place.
That's not good. This door. Let's see if there's like an anti. Oh wait, look. The pipe goes around this. Maybe they don't want this door to open. I'll check it.
Wait, those panels on the floor right there?
Oh yeah, that's
there's
the.
constructs in
Oh,
there.
sorry. I don't know why I did that. Sorry. There you go. I'm checking the door mainly. Yeah, that's a construct thingy.
Hey, but
For
we've got
sure.
more books.
This one actually does have one of those valve locks on it.
And there are more books. Get to work, nerd.
Excuse me.
I
Didn't Moonplanet say
can't-
something about respecting each other or something like that?
Respect
Oh,
is
sorry.
word.
I can't move right now. I don't know why.
Oh, you're all right now.
I mean, like, move me one square to the right.
Okay. Just use your arrow keys, Tangent.
I am. It's not moving.
Oh, then click and drag yourself.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Hey.
There you go.
And Penguin is kind of like looking nervously over here. I'm not sure what we should expect here. Triple, as you open that door, a yellow light is met with
I'm
you.
not. Okay.
Yep.
And a fight's gonna happen?
Well, I'm going to do my perception check on this.
Yeah.
I'd prefer not for that to not happen, though.
Don't
Okay.
open that door just yet.
You percept on that one, and look at that. Look at the valve. The valve itself is set to closed. There's no weird symbols on this door or anything, but it does. Doesn't seem like anything's really stopping you from doing the thing. Sorry, I should put these up here. And that's when Moonplanner, or I guess Swift and Murbach, and you guys kind of see down the hallway Oh man, you know who it is. Well, there's more of them.
Oompa loompa dippity doo.
Right? Wee! Here they come. Now, as they kind of come in this like line of 4, one of them kind of splits away from there. This one kind of catches up with the rest. It goes into that other room that you guys kind of left open. And these ones kind of just follow inwards. One of them just zips by your head, Triple. Latches itself to the door.
Oh.
And you see it like turn it. It's not even caring about you. It just kind of goes in. And then closes it behind itself.
Oh.
That does its thing. This thing comes over here. And you see it actually kind of like pull. Seems to be 2 different books from the shelves here. Pull. And both of these, pull them out. They bring them over here. You see one of them set it on top of this floor tile. The other one set it on its. They kind of open it up, hover above it, and you see that light flash on a certain page that they seem to be looking at. Flash. And then they pick up the books again. They bring them back over here. Like they bring them back over to the thing. They put them back in. And then these ones fly this way. Whee!
Hey, they're fascinating creatures. They seem to be having the power to open up the door. Do you think maybe we need to take one for ourselves?
I was thinking if we could get one of them, if we can like get one of those, maybe they could help us look for like a certain book for like whatever we're looking for in this freaking maze or labyrinth.
Well,
They seem to.
If
Well,
we
They're
And these two
Go
fly.
ahead.
These two. Sorry, they don't fly back. They fly into this room. That once again you guys kind of like left open.
Tangent says, Swift, hand me that construct key and let me take a look at it.
okay. I hand Tangent the construct key.
I want to roll a knowledge roll. I want to make an informed check about how this item operates in character.
Which skill?
well, she
What are you looking at, Tangent?
I want to look at the construct key and figure out how it works in character and make a knowledge roll.
Yeah, the knowledge roll for that one would be Arcana if you have it.
I don't have it, so I'm just going to roll it untrained.
Then you're
blind.
guessing. You're pretty much guessing, but you could certainly try. You have no fucking clue.
All
I
right.
like to-
Actually, Tangent, you look at this key. You've come to a affirmative scientific conclusion. It's a key.
I hand it back to Swift and go, I got no idea.
All right, lass. Good try.
Let me take a crack at it.
Give me a perception check, everybody. Actually, your bear, Mr. Murbach, give me a perception check.
Oh yeah,
Just your
got
bear.
senses. Okay. Perception. Okay. There we go.
As you guys are kind of talking about this key, looking it over back and forth, your bear's ears pin back as if he heard something.
Oh, what is it?
Oh,
Great.
oh,
You know something? Know something, Bear?
oh.
All right, come on. Let's see what you're talking about. I mean,
And
we see
then
what
this
growling
starts
about.
to this starts to like turn like it turns purple actually. Let me put a little light here. I can turn it the color. Bonk. This one turns a purple color. There we go. And make this intensity pretty out there. And it's pulsing. Look at that.
This likely ain't no good. And I deactivate the collar. Bring it back to its size.
At least I thought it did. Light radius 10. 20. There we go. Ah. I don't know why that's not working too well. Hang on. Copy this one. I'm going to put it here. Bonk. I'm going to make this one purple. Ah, you can't stop me. Bonk.
Oh.
So this one starts flashing purple. 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 And then deeper echoing through the dungeon, you hear very faintly, way far away, small like bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Is this usual?
More robots.
And this was like Pingwing was like looking for whoever asked at the start of session, is this thing still active? So you still think it's not? It's still inactive.
What's coming our way, Pingwing? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I told you I'm not an engineer. I'm a spellcaster. I don't know. I know I'm about as in the dark about a lot of this stuff as you guys are. I know how the Dewey Decimal System works.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we prepare for the worst. Moon Planter will get his sword out, and I'm expecting something to come walking down this hallway, or maybe these opening up and attacking us.
Yeah.
Much more likely that one.
From the room over, this one, you guys hear a definitive clump.
What was Shabaka gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna deactivate the collar so my bear could like get into like attack formation. Be ready.
Good idea.
Yeah. All right. Watch out. This bear gonna get pretty big.
Should I move?
Yeah.
Yes.
Should you move, you ask, as the bear pushes you out of its place. Wonk. Though, Tangent, give me a reflex save.
What?
Reflex save.
Blind?
No, you know if you fail saves. If it's blind, that means I'm rolling it for you, and you don't know I'm rolling it for you.
You like my dice?
I do. They're pretty Tangent dice. All right, now, Tangent, you definitely kind of like jump this way as you start hearing a coming from down below you.
I don't like the sound of that.
This cover kind of opens. You guys see poof, poof.
Oh shit.
And they start slowly up until they spot you. And then that's when you kind of hear it. Anomaly spotted. And that's where I'm going to have us roll initiative here. So let me select you guys. Initiative.
It says I lack permission to update combatant.
Hold on. Let me put this guy back on the thing. Same guy, it's just a different token. There we go.
I rolled really low.
It's kind of fun to think back to PF1 and think 28 is a low initiative.
Yeah.
So I've only ever had one character who had a +8 to initiative in PF1.
Wait,
right.
Did the bear have to roll? I don't.
Does your bear go on your initiative?
Yeah, like
Okay.
I command where it goes. It's my
Alright.
turn.
There you go. It's your turn.
Alright. Well, okay. My bear's not up to size.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna. Well, since we're close by anyway, I'm gonna knock him down with knockdown.
Okay.
So let me get that in order.
Oh wait, you changed their icons, Memely. I thought we were getting like a Juggernaut style.
No, it's the same one before. That was just the original token I had for him before I got something cool that gave me a different token for it.
Okay.
Oops, should have.
All right, are you striking?
Yeah, I strike them.
That would hit
Yeah,
critically.
he's
That's a critical
knocked
hit.
Nice.
I use knockdown.
Yeah, I don't know what that does. You
Yeah.
gotta roll it. I don't know every class.
Oh my bad. There you go.
All right, knockdown. If it hits and deals damage, you can check the athletics check. Creature you hit, wielding a two-handed melee weapon. Fantastic. So it is tripped.
Yeah, my bad. I
Well,
it's the,
you could attempt an athletics check, so you need to do the athletics check.
Oh no, because I have improved knockdown, which is this.
Ooh. Followed by a trip. You can take a single strike, and if you do strike, also apply the critical effect of a trip, which is
Nice.
lands, falls prone, and takes an additional 1d6 of bludgeoning damage. So give me your damage, and then add another 1d6.
All right.
He goes prone. In a kind of, what the fuck is that kind of maneuver, you thump it over. You hear gears whirring as you deal damage to the thing. Ouch. But this is physical damage, so it gets an extra bit back. Roll 5, so it takes that, actually takes that 3 damage. There you go. Damage. And heals back 5 for whatever clockworky metal resistance it has. It is prone now. Alright.
Alright. Now order my bear to attack and grapple him.
Okay.
Let's see.
Is he grabbing or biting first?
He has to attack. Okay, let me roll this.
Bear hug.
So he gonna have to attack twice. So go the first one.
Can you do 2 attacks with that?
Yeah, he can like
Okay.
go 2 times with 1 action of my own.
Alright, the first one's a hit. Give me your damage.
Oh, my bad. That was Jaws.
Yeah, give me your not jaws.
There
That's
you go.
better. Alright. He takes the damage and then heals a
And
little bit.
Right, and then he roll again to grapple to do the bear hug.
Alright.
Damn.
Beautiful.
Do not
Very
mess with
nice.
this bear.
Yeah. From what you'd seen previously of Murbach losing his sword, then getting beat down with his own sword, it seems like he is now very good at, hugging. Bear hugging. Now, if you're grappling, I don't think that does damage.
Oh, yeah.
Strike hits, target's also grabbed. As if the bear... No, so you struck once. So
Yeah.
it's grabbed, okay?
Oh, no, like,
The target is also grabbed.
Yes,
yeah,
also grabbed.
also grabbed.
And
He has to
then-
make a strike first, and then he makes a strike again. It gets the same target, and if the strike hits, it also grabs me. It not only hits, but also grabs him. Which I think that's what that means.
No,
Target is also
so
grabbed.
you do one action, you strike, and if it strikes, he's grabbed. Congratulations, you don't have to do anything else.
Well, yeah, second turn, sure.
So you get 2 hits, right? You get 2 actions with your bear, yeah?
Yes,
Then the second one was this critical hit,
yes.
which deals the damage. You deal damage.
Well,
How do you want to do
yeah,
this?
But let's see. All as the bear growls him, he sinks his claws into the metal husk, tearing out all his oily fluids and pops the head off. And you hear and then freaking smoke comes out of it.
You tear out all these random fluids, there's smoke. You guys hear a definitive cling, 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 cling as something flies this way off of the thing. And the bear's kind of like rage itself. So I'll put that over here, because why not? Bonk. I think I can anyway. I'll do that in a second. But that this thing is definitely out of commission from that bear.
All right.
Wrong one. This
Well
one.
done.
Bonk. And let me remove this thing from initiative. That was not an initiative. Okay, cool. All right. It is now this thing's turn over here, which just saw that happen. And then its eyes
That was
fix
easy.
on Murbach, who seemed to have been commanding the thing. Logic would dictate, that's the thing that we need to do. And there's a little bit of a poof, effectively, of what is it? A poof of smoke as this one poofs at your feet there, Murbach. And how much does this go? I just kind of forgot. 10-foot burst. Okay. So as it poofs out some smoke, that lands at your thing. I guess right at this corner. Everything in there is now you're in a smoke cloud, effectively, so things are concealed.
Oh.
To you,
Well.
that is, as it picks up a second thing aiming at you, Murbach, who are now flat-footed in this situation.
I actually got blind fight. if that does anything.
I don't think that does anything to your AC.
Oh,
Roll it, roll it.
let's see. There you go.
Yeah, target is concealed. You're not flat-footed. The creatures are hidden from you. Okay, so actually that does do something for you.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
not flat-footed.
So Murlocs not flat-footed. You kind of still know what this thing is, and you barely saw it bring up its launcher, giving you just the edge you needed to not take that flat-footed negative. But there's still a sudden spinning blade flying at you.
Holy shit.
And critically, it hits you. Stab, 56 points of damage.
Ouch.
A second one flies at you.
Oh, my bad. That's a bear.
And another hit. Dealing another 19 points of damage as two rapiers fly into the cloud. And it's fixated on you as a target. Moon Planner.
Moon Planner sees this sucker, does not like it. He's going to hunt prey. He will cast Gravity Weapon upon his sword. And then he's going to... Oh, shit. No, Stride is 2 actions, isn't it? Yes?
Stride?
Is
No.
Stride and attack, is that 2 actions? Basically the equivalent of charge.
Yes, stride and a charge is its own thing. If that's what you're doing, but I think you have to have a thing for that. Otherwise, it incurs attacks of opportunity.
Right. Okay.
Hang on, charge. Yeah, I don't think stride and attack is a thing. It's like a barbarian's thing to charge.
All right.
Finder 2e.
In that case, yeah, I'm not going to get a strike off this turn. All right, Moon Planter will travel to this square right here. He's got 35 movement of speed, so he's going to go 30 feet, 35 feet.
What was your path of movement?
Running from here to here. Oh no, that would be 30 feet.
All right,
Yeah.
you run here and incur its attack of opportunity.
I figured.
Yeah, and it definitely swings a rapier at you with its other hand. Swing, a critical.
This thing.
And you get hit for a lovely 45 points of damage. All right. Oh, that was your turn because you hunted prey, yeah.
Yes.
All right. It is Mr. Pingwing's turn, who sees this thing is now here. Oh dear, that's not good. And he is going to...
Why don't I see Pingwing on the combat tracker?
There you go.
Okay.
He is going to Magic Missile at the 5th level. As he kind of steps right over here. Moon Planner incurred its attack of opportunity. Totally not meta. And goes the Magic Missiles. So this is 3 per, so he gets 9d4 plus 9. Roll 9. Actually, he's not going to move here, but he does have to roll his d20 first. 1d20. Oh, and he barely was able to target that. All right, so now he gets his 9d4 plus 4. 94 plus 4, or 9, sorry. Whoop. And Pingwing deals 32 points of damage to this poor, unfortunate soul. Alright, and that was 3 actions for Ping to do that bit. Tangent, you're in smoke.
Yes. Okay, does that mean I'll have trouble casting?
That means if you're trying to target anything, you're going to have to give me a d20.
Okay. Where's Moon Planner?
You don't really know, technically. It's hard to see.
I cast light on myself.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
It's 2 actions. It's already brightly lit in here, Tangent.
Oh. So I can't move over here?
You can. There you go. Now you're outside of the fog.
I'm gonna touch Moon Planter and use one of my heals.
Go for it.
Uh,
Hmm.
let's see.
He,
Spell has a range of touch. Okay.
he definitely need every little bit of that healing.
The amount of healing increases by 1d8. Okay, so that would be 68, right? Can you type in 68, like 60, 10 plus 68?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully that works. I don't know if that's right.
Also, no, that's not right. Tangent.
That's
Oh.
not right.
Oh.
Tangent. Come on, man. You should technically be using the 2-action one if you're going to heal them more. Because like it said, it heals at +8. You get d10s with your healing, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, just use the 2-action one because you moved and now you're doing 2 actions to do a thing. Unless you have another
Alright.
thing in mind to do with your last action. Are you just healing this round or are you doing something else?
I don't have enough to use something like continual recovery.
Okay, then you're using
use one of
the
2
2-action one. So what level you're
Yeah.
casting this at the 4th level, right?
6th level.
Okay, then you need to click Tangent. You got to click this at the 6th level if you're going to do that. Unless this is your healing font or whatever.
You don't need to cast it.
It was on my hotbar.
Okay,
It's
like
my healing font.
okay, well, make sure that your hotbar is updated and you just tell me that what you're using this with and what level you're proper doing it. So if it's 6th level, it's 7d10 because you get d10s with your healing, yeah?
Okay.
7d10 plus 8 times 6. Calculator. 8 times 6. 48 plus 8 times 8 d10. Or 7d10, sorry. My bad. There you go. 97 points of
That's actually
healing too.
Moon is back to full health. Thank you.
Alright, that was your turn.
I don't know how to edit the healing spells to
Just
be
take it
higher
just take it
level.
off just take it off your hotbar and then you can just
Do you
make sure-
just edit the macro?
You should be able to do the macro, yes. At the very least, you need to know how this should be calculated because you didn't know how
You
that
can
was
click
calculated.
them out of
before.
your spell book as well.
Yep.
I don't have it prepared. I was going to use healing font.
Yeah, make yourself like a little thing that you can just cast healing font from your sheet on. Anyways, that was your turn. We're gonna continue.
Okay.
All right, Triple.
Sorry.
I'm gonna run in there.
He's running.
Oh, Lord, he running.
There's smoke.
Okay, I can make it. Oh, there's a lot of smoke here. Wow, great. I can't flank with anybody. You know,
You can flank with Moon Planner. You just have to hit a 1d. You have to hit a 5 on a 1d20.
Oh yeah. No, I don't know if I could do that. I can. You know what? I'll stand in a place where hopefully someone can flank with me. There we go. Am I in the smoke here?
No.
Gotcha. Let's do this.
That's not flanking, but you can do it.
Well, no.
I know,
Yeah, he's not.
I know it's not. I'm hoping
Okay.
somebody can. Where's it? There we go. Yeah, let's do this guy. We can't do anything about that. Okay, well I'll use my last action to try attacking one more time.
Make sure it's not private.
Can't do much about that.
Slice, and it kind of ting off the side of its thing. This thing's a little harder to hit. Swift, it's your turn.
Alright. So, Swift, one thing he noticed that he's been keeping tabs on since it was mentioned in the main room. He noticed that little ding, ding thing that bounced over in this direction from the, from when this one was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I'm on it! And he will run through, and he's going to just leap and tumble through the smoke so that he can how do you say,
Get us
not
panache.
erupt, but like make a grand entrance from out of the smoke onto this side.
All right.
Um,
Give me your acrobatics if that's what you're trying to do.
yeah, being very acrobatic about it. Yes.
All right. Yeah, you got to tell me when you're trying to get your panache there.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, didn't get its panache.
I'll go ahead and hero point that.
All right, go for it.
Actually, no, I won't. But what I am gonna do is inspect the space here.
That's an action.
Look for what to look for what the thing dropped. It was the thing that fell.
All right. Oh, you doing your hero point thing first? I didn't know that.
No, I
Oh.
canceled hero point.
Okay. Looking there, it seems like if you're using an action to identify object, yeah.
Yeah, or not even if I identify it. I presume that I can see the small little thing and pick it up.
Yeah. If you're picking it up, that's gonna be an action. If you're just looking at it, it just looks like a small
I'm just gonna
bit of metal.
I'm gonna pick it up.
You pick it up and get yourself something that I'm going to put in your inventory. Woo! Look at that.
All right. Because it looked similar to, I presume it looked similar to what I saw earlier. Like what Sarsaparillas also had in her inventory that was also ley lined, you know? Something like that. Anyways.
The what?
The core or whatever.
Oh, yeah. That. Well, no, that's still in the. No, it's not actually because they were the ones that killed this, not you.
No, I mean I didn't see it, but.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not a shiny little core of a thing. That's definitely not. It seems to be some sort of eyepiece? Question mark.
Eyepiece. Okay. Well, I picked it up and now I have one action left.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna attack. Damn.
And that would be a miss.
All right. And turn.
And turn. It was this thing.
Yeah. Yes.
Mubarak, you're in the fog.
Oh. I'll just go where everybody else went.
God, I love how you guys gather around this thing.
Damn. And I'm gonna whack him upside his metal head.
All right. Go ahead and target. Do the thing.
I think I need. Oh.
You smack. Dealing a whopping 30 points of damage. Plus 5. Because he has crazy metal skin. Alright. Alright, that's one action move, one action hit. What's your third action?
Gonna try to strike again. Well.
Oh, actually, you need to actually before that, you need to give me a D20. You're still in the fog.
Is he? What about blind fighter?
Yeah, my blind.
Oh,
fight.
yeah, blind fight. That's right.
Yeah.
You fighters.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Right. All right, let's see it.
Strike again.
Go for it.
Okay. Oh my.
Hey, hits with flanking.
With flanking that hits. Give me the damage.
Did that include the MAP 5? -5?
Did it? You tell me. No, it didn't.
No.
You need to push the -5 when you do that.
All right, I'll roll it again.
No, not rolling it again. You're taking that roll. It'd be a miss then with flanking if it's -5. All right, but that's okay. That's your turn.
All right.
Oh boy, it's this thing's turn. Yeah, he's gonna be a bitch. He's going.
I'm gonna use my thing.
You go what?
Nimble dodge.
Wee. Not going for you.
That incurs an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, did that incur an attack opportunity for me too, or no?
Technically no, because no, you have blind flight, so that would be okay. Yes.
Yes.
I'll strike first.
So from both.
Good grief! All right. Damage.
Nice.
Ting! You strike
right,
against the metal
and-
armor, which it's 5 back. Donk.
And it's going to take 4 points of force damage from gravity weapon.
I thought that was during your turn.
You are correct.
Okay.
Damn it.
How do I
That
see
attack
whose
would be
turn it
miss.
is currently?
The fist icon.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, like I said, it was fixed on Murbox, so that's who it's going to try to do. It goes into its own fog cloud here. And that's who it tries to strike. The person who really took down his best of friends. Oh, no. Hi, Murbach. And it sticks its launcher right into your side. Launch. Well, it's trying to anyway. So 2. You're getting 2 strikes. First one, a critical.
Fuck.
Murbach takes 64 points of damage.
I am down.
Shit.
And you go down to dying 2, yes?
Dying too?
Yes, because he critical. Criticals you and goes down to dying 2. Second attack.
Dying.
And it's a hit.
Penguin, can you do the thing?
The thing?
It's not necessary right now, but
Death Call or Play Dead.
yeah.
I don't think he actually prepared that today.
Oops.
Let me double check.
He used it. I'm pretty sure he used it in the fight in the top left corner room.
The what? No? He used that in the previous pyramid when you guys were, like, fucking up, but...
Okay.
Murabak.
Oh, yeah.
Is he blind or no? Like,
No,
blinded?
he's not blinded.
No?
No, he hit.
Oh.
Which-
you're not
He's a
affected by
dying
smoke.
3.
Which means that you're dying 3.
Fuck.
Okay, you can use your thingy. And by the way, since he's down, he goes before that
Yep,
guy.
he's already before that guy.
Okay.
All right, Moonplaner, it's your turn.
Moonplaner is going to use sensitive ears to ping exactly where this thing is.
You ping. Ping's also up here.
Aha.
Ah.
All right. So I know precisely where he is. What to do. All right. Moonplanter is going to... Let's see, that was an action. Fuck. All right, I don't want to risk losing Mubarak before he gets healed, so I'll just do this right here. Moonplanter is going to move here, and he's going to grab a hold of Mubarak and throw him as far as he can over to these bookshelves.
That will
As
do
gently-
bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. Can I drag him to this square behind me?
If that's 2 actions. Yeah. Move.
Yeah, all right.
Pick up. Set down. Yeah.
Do I need to make an athletics check?
No.
Okay, then that's Moon's turn.
All right. It's Pingwing's turn. Oh dear. That was not good. Yeah. He's kind of coughing through the smoke a little bit. And now this thing's in the smoke. That's not good. And he is actually going to try something here. No, because he doesn't have that ancestry feat. Never mind. I forgot. All right, never mind. On that bit, anyway. He's going to try to instead look toward this thing, remembering that they're probably, if you guys recall, not the best against electricity things. So he is going to try a little bit of a shocking grasp. Which I actually need to put... Oh no, that's not a cantrip. Sorry. That's the thing, is that it's pretty hard with the things that he already has prepared today and things that he doesn't. Okay, he's gonna use another magic missile instead, 5th level, which means that he has to move over here so he can stop coughing his face off. 1d20. Woo! He gets his magic missile off. And hits his target with 94 plus 9. for 32 points of damage. Bonk.
Nice.
Oh, technically it'd be minus because he had to... I guess he'd be staying in the cloud then. So he could do 3 actions. Alright, stays in the cloud, 3 actions, does the thing. Alright, Tangent.
Yes.
Your turn.
Alright. I'm going to cast... okay, so when do I have on the... I'm gonna cast Stirring Light. Okay. I was just double checking to make sure it was the right level. Okay, so, this is a ray, 5d6 fire damage. Right at this guy right here. Why can't I click him?
You gotta double right click.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Okay. Do I just click attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, you need to give me that d20 to see if you actually hit through the fog.
Oh, alright.
But it's not targeted.
It is.
It
I've
is.
got it selected.
You got the roll to attack. That's definitely a targeted thing. Alright, and yeah, you still hit. So, attack, blah, 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 blah. Very nice, very nice. Alright, go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
Very nice. 18 points of damage to the thing as you blast light into the fog. Oof. Alright, you got one more action. What are you doing?
Oh. I'm going to cast Sanctuary, a one-turn thing. Let me check real quick.
No. At least I don't think so. I don't remember it
Yeah,
being.
that's 2. Shield is 1. I'm going to cast Shield on myself.
Okay. Triple sevens.
Oh, I don't want to fight that thing. Okay, I'm going to take a step as my first action. I'm going to feint as my second action.
Okay.
So I'm rolling deception.
You have to give me a d20 first, because I think feint is an attack action.
Feint is not an attack.
If it's not an attack, okay.
It's not a strike. There we go. No, I can't do anything about that.
You try to deceive it, but it seems that as you do so, this thing might not exactly have a mind.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna kill this guy. Still.
Feint is a mental effect, just so you know.
Well, then I'm going to just strike at this guy and skirmish strike so I can step back once I do it.
Okay, that works.
I'm going to step back to where I used to be for my last action with the skirmish strike.
Okay, need another d20, see if you hit.
Here, next time write a manual for ducking. Here we go.
I like that, that was good. I do need a d20 though, just to see if you do the thing. Also, make sure you're not...
Wait, that's bad. That's... There we go.
Okay.
D20 for... Oh, yeah. D20. Here you go.
You're in the clay fog. Or smoke. Alright, you did get the hit off. That was the important bit.
Nice.
Also, make sure to set your chat thing not to private. Alright, so I don't have to keep right-clicking and showing that to everybody. So that was a hit. That was 22 points of damage. Blunk. Anything extra?
That's... he wasn't flat-footed, so that was just normal.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, okay. Shan't be flat-footed. Why is your precision damage on, then?
It says precision damage?
Yeah, that included your precision damage for some reason.
Oh, the first roll. Don't do the 22 one. Do the 19 one.
Okay,
that was
bad.
the second one.
My bad.
Yeah, sorry about that. That's on me.
Damage. There we go. And then it gets flat back because...
Yeah. Okay, it's your turn, Swift.
Okay. Forget, did these things have super high will? Whatever. Alright.
I see. Pingwing recognized these things for you guys before in that room with all the books.
Yes.
Part of that would be that their highest save is reflex.
Okay. Get back out there. Get back out, you. And Swift will do a small hop over Moon Planter and then a bounding flip over. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Their highest thing is reflex.
Come on, Swift. You know you want to.
Yeah,
get that
I
panache?
do want to. I do want
Pretty
to.
cool if you do it.
Do it and you're cool.
Ah, okay, fine.
Nice.
Damn it, you guys, you tricked me.
Is that what you're going with?
Hero points are 4.
I want to
Fine.
do it.
Is that what you're going with?
Fine, I'll hero point this one.
Okay, you get your reroll.
I hate you guys. I hate you guys.
That's so funny. You land
Okay.
here and technically trigger its reaction, so you're getting smacked.
Oh shit.
As you go to jump over it, like I mean, it definitely sees in this fog way better than you can. And Swift, you just fucking rape your hand to the face, and it's a crit.
Fuck.
Smack.
This is all your faults.
And because it smacked you with this, you are flat-footed until the start of its next turn.
Till the start of its next turn. Oh, okay.
All right. So that was one action. Okay. All right. Swift kind of recoils from the smack, and I'm just gonna try a Bon Mot then.
Go for it.
You bag of bolts. Is that all you can do? I've seen cogs that can pack a better hit than that. It's a Bon Mot.
I wonder does a Bon Mot work on a robot?
You try to Bon Mot the robot, and then the same thing that the mental effect didn't work with 777s and the feint, this doesn't work either.
It doesn't work at all?
It just looks at you.
But I'm not able to gain.
It's immune to mental effects.
It's immune, but can I still at least get the effect of panache?
No, because it didn't work. If you Bon Mot successfully, you get your panache. This was not a successful Bon Mot.
Son of a bitch.
Alright, third action. Nice.
Dance. What a fucking waste of a turn.
Hey, that's how a dice rolls sometimes. Alright, this thing's down. Murbarok, give me that fancy little button up at the top.
Don't die.
You give me that
Well,
D20.
damn. I'm currently in the doing private time.
Okay, I'll push it for
This
you
is
then.
not the time to masturbate.
You're gonna push it. You're gonna push it for him, Memely. He could die.
Yeah, I know.
Wait,
It's great. Here we go.
Oh, fuck.
And
No,
he's dead.
no. Hang on. Burn his hero point. He's
No,
gonna
if you're using a hero point right here, he's got to make the conscious decision to use all of them to bring himself back.
Yeah.
Duh.
I do that.
use your hero points or die. What do you want to do?
I use all my hero points.
Uses all of his hero points and goes down to dying 0 and stabilized.
Take them.
Otherwise,
Okay.
I'm just telling you straight out, Murbog, that would have been your very untimely death because Tangent didn't heal. All right.
Why did she?
I don't know. All right, it's this thing's turn though. Hi, Swift.
Ahoy.
It looks at you suddenly as you just kind of floof through the smoke. It didn't seem to have been wanting to go for you initially, but now it's looking at you. Secondary target acquired. And then, in the same fashion as the previous, it now targets you with its fancy launcher that it literally just puts up to your head. I'm not sure if you get attacks of opportunity, Swift, but this is a ranged attack.
I don't.
All right, then it's doing it anyway.
It should be a blast attack.
1. First one, you take 23 points of damage. Second one.
Nice.
Does miss, even while
God,
you're
he rolled a
flat-footed.
2. Well, my dueling parry kind of helps negate the flat foot.
Fair enough. Well, you're still flat-footed because you're in smoke.
Yes, but I mean, like, the AC wise.
And then as a third. Nope, and it misses. 2 low rolls right there, and there. There you go. Moon Planner, it's your turn.
Moon Planter. He's going to do his ability Skirmish Strike. He's going to move 5 feet to here and attack. Yeah.
All right.
Hero point. Hero point that attack.
Really? Nice.
There we
Still got to give me a d20. He's in the smoke.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I should have done my sensitive ears thing first. All right.
Let's
Come
see
on.
it. Woo! You get the hit off.
thank
All right. It's a critical.
Nice.
All right. It is a critical. He is going to take that plus 8 force damage. All right.
8 plus 5 for his resistance. There we go. Okay.
And Moonplanter, having hit that attack, he's just going to go for it. So, going to roll a second attack.
Ooh.
Oh, man. All right.
You get your hit off. And
Gonna
another
take-
hit.
Now roll the thingy.
Damage.
What about the thingy? The hit off.
Yeah, he got his hit off.
That's what the
Okay.
20.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
And my Falchion
Oh.
has the forceful ability, so he's going to take an additional 2 points of damage. Wow, that was a really crappy roll. And let's see, he just attacked. So yeah, Moonplaner is going to do his skirmish strike again. So he attacked. He's going
Wait, can you do that twice? It's a flourish.
You moved. You already the flourish.
Where does it say it's a flourish? Right there in the description where it says flourish.
Yeah, sorry to be the guy.
All right.
Also, it was like move, strike, and then move, like, or strike and then strike. So it's 3 actions anyway.
Oh. Okay.
No, because
Oh.
I did skirmish strike, which allows me to strike and move 5 feet as one action.
Ah.
So I do have one more action.
And Pingwing actually, he seems like he's in battle mode right now, and he does actually shout at you, Tangent. Cleric, do your job! He's dying over there! And then points toward Murabok as he coughs out of the thing. And
Yeah.
points toward the...
Wait.
What is that?
He wanted to use his last action, I think. Sorry.
Skirmish strike allows me
Oh, my bad.
to step and strike as a single action, so I have one action remaining.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Alright.
Maybe bring him back.
No problem.
Swift, I will give you Warden's Boon.
Much appreciated.
All
Okay,
right.
That's it.
All right, now it's Pingwing's turn. And that's what he says. He steps out of the fog, he's coughing, he sees Murabok dying over there. Cleric, do your job! And then points his finger at the thing. Because it's just, this thing's not very nice at all. And technically he has to roll his 1d20. Which he does get this thing off. And this thing, he fires. Pew!
Ooh.
Ooh, very fancy effect on that. And Pigwing hits. Now, I think this thing has to do a fortitude still, which it barely succeeds at. And so, damage-wise, zap. He's still affected for half of that.
What?
His parts of it literally just disintegrate off as he points a green ray that way. Tangent, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to take 2 steps forward, and I'm going to use the 2 action variant to heal him.
Go for it.
Nice.
I didn't figure out how to update my macro to the 6th level.
It's okay, so long as you know what to roll. 7d10 plus 48 if you're doing your healing font.
Plus 3, 6, 8. 8 plus 6. What's 8 times 6?
48.
48.
7d10 plus 48 if you're doing your healing font.
I am using my healing.
There you go. Murbuck, heal that.
Sweet.
Nice.
I could
Excellent.
also use battle medicine, but this is assuredly will get him up to full healing points.
You come up as wounded 1. So you're prone, but not unconscious. You blink as if you were on the brink of death.
It happened again, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Alright, that's your turn, Tangent. Good job. 89 points of healing is nothing to scoff at. All right, triple.
I'm getting over here. I can stand on the dead body, right?
Yeah. It's just parts.
I'm flanking.
You're flanking.
Let's do this. Oh, that just missed.
No, it hits with
Wait,
flank.
but the flank.
But I do need a
Yeah.
d20 from you.
How's that?
Hit it.
You did get the hit off. All right, give me their damage.
Let's do this with the flat-footed.
Yup. It is not immune to precision damage.
And I am going to use my precise debilitation so that he is now flat-footed. To
Very
everybody.
nice.
Wunderbar.
He is now flat-footed in his own fog, in his own dojo.
In his own dojo.
All right,
Attack again.
go for it. Ooh, a miss.
That's all I can do.
Alrighty, good hit. Swift.
All right. Let's see. Since you think you're so smart, and I'm gonna try to jump it again, because I'm upset that it smacked
He's still
me last
flat-footed,
time.
though.
All right, and tumble throughs against our reflex DC. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his reflex DC, that would set it at 41, so that is not going to work, but it's not a critical failure. However, is this a new round? It's not the new round yet, so he's not going to strike yet at you again.
Damn it. All right. Fuck. All right. Ugh. Swift
Just
rolls
attack
his
him. He's
eyes.
flat-footed.
Yes, it rolls his eyes and lunges forward. Anyways, no panache or finishers for me.
He has to be cool, Triple. That's part of his class.
It literally is. Fuck.
Unfortunate.
Does that account for him being flat-footed?
Yep, I have the flat-footed thing on him.
Oh.
All right. All right. I will hero point that one.
Go for it.
Yeah. There we go.
Give me a d20.
Yeah. Oh god.
Ooh, that cheesed a 4. All right, you got the hit
I
off.
know,
It's a
dude.
critical.
All right. Critical. Oh wait. So would Penguin know if these things are immune? Like what's like immune to a certain besides electricity? Anything else?
Like, yeah, they got. It's an object.
kind of-
They got object immunities.
I
It's a
mean, like
construct.
weakness to a kind of damage.
Electricity and or a calcum, which none of you guys have, and I don't think we'll have for unless you guys are very, very high level adventurers.
I have never even heard of that thing in my life. Swift calls from the clouds as he stabs it.
You stab it from the clouds. Stab. And
Did I really do that much? I guess I did.
And as you damage it, there's resistance. Swift, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, Swift was just doing his best to like try to leap and kind of throw himself over, but he was just really having no luck with it. So instead, he lands back down and he goes for an attack from below, so he can kind of stab upwards into its its whole processing system, into its quote unquote guts, to try to unclick something or disable it. And because I have the construct key, it's deactivated.
You do deactivate it. You deactivate it oh so thoroughly. And it powers down. Oh no.
Nice catch.
Head count. Everyone up.
What a bastard.
Yeah, that was a bloody hell of an experience.
I'm gonna help him up.
I'm gonna drag it out of the smoke.
You drag it.
Get up. Thank
And-
you, Triple.
I'm gonna drag it over here, and I'm gonna just start examining it.
You start examining it. And as you start examining it, this little thing goes from purple to yellow.
Hey, does anyone notice that this door over here is open?
I do now.
Ah, interesting.
I'm gonna perception check that, or I'm gonna sneak over and do a perception check in that.
Oh, well, that should
while
be
you guys are
close.
doing
I
that.
think the last thing that went through there was that little poppet. I might have accidentally clicked it.
I see. Okay.
But I'm gonna try to take. So okay, I'm also gonna take the time to examine the thing I picked up earlier.
Okay.
This thing down here.
It's in your inventory. It's the mysterious
it
thing,
is.
usual object.
While Swift is working on that, King, would you take the time to look over these books? Does anybody need healing besides Mubarak? Yes, Swift does. All right.
I'm capable of healing myself. Thank you very much.
How much healing does Swift
You
need?
didn't seem like you were too capable. You were coughing up a storm there when you were dying.
Well, that's because somebody didn't do their job accurately.
I need 73 points of healing.
Gunter looks at the bear.
And Bear, you should have jumped in.
Swift, this is going to be your healing.
All right, if you're trying to identify that object, Swift, skill checks. There you go.
Moon Planter, you take a look at this. You too, bird.
Well, look at what? And then he looks at it. Now I will point out you have to be expert or more to actually do this. So I'm not sure if you do Moon Planner.
Expert at
crafting.
Oh no, I'm only trained.
All right.
Okay.
It's up to the bird then. Does bird do it? Bird does do it.
Okay, he did it.
Yep.
I was going to ask if I could roll to assist.
You would pretty much be guessing at that point. That's to assist. Yeah, to assist would be the thing, but he got it. So I'm going to reveal this in your inventory, Mr. Swift. I can identify item. You found yourself some clockwork goggles.
This heavy set of mechanical goggles contains a variety of different lenses for different situations, including lenses that filter light at different intensities and frequencies. Clockwork mechanisms can swap between the lenses rapidly as needed. However, many of these lenses can only capture a single stimulus once and then forever etched with it. What does that mean?
Interesting.
Clockwork mechanisms on the goggles rapidly switch between the different types of lenses, granting you the benefits of them for a brief period. And the effect there, if you click on it, will show you. You gain low light vision and dark vision and see invisibility for 10 minutes.
So that's pretty much all it is. It's just extra visibility for 10 minutes.
Well, magical and yeah. I mean, read it. You're reading this in Pingwing's voice, right? Like it's like he's kind of going off. Like these, it's a cheaty way of seeing invisibility and things. But look, you just spin this little thing here and everything, and he's showing you how it works. I'm normally not really a fan of these things, but this is pretty cool.
Swift is kind of like looking at it. He's like trying to find a way to be impressed with it. And you said it can only be only once. It's limited use.
Kind of nods. Well, yeah, that's the nature of gadgets. He says, idly pointing to the meta gadget tag. Clockwork consumable gadget. It's a consumable thing. Now, as you kind of like look this thing over, what more you do recognize is that on the side of this thing is a signature. Ooh. Made in some language, which I'm not sure if you guys actually have.
Aklo, Common, Draconic, Null, Goblin, Sphinx, Sylvan, Terran.
None of those. This was actually like a different set of weird, more ancient-looking symbols, but they have been carved in very nicely.
I know Celestial.
I'll take a look around.
You know Celestial.
Wounds.
Yes, I do know Celestial.
It is in Celestial.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
In Celestial, it does say Crucible along the side, like a signature.
I think this is the handiwork of that Crucible lad you were talking about earlier.
Oh, this is likely our first item to unlock the seal in the main room. Hold on to that.
What a fucking coincidence.
Nice dice. I like those dice.
Oh, thank you. I love green.
Yeah,
hold on to that then, Swift.
So what they give me with the treat wounds?
The what?
Nature roll. Oh, so the nature roll. Because I have natural medicines to reuse
Reminder,
nature.
if you can use natural medicines, click your token, utility, treat wounds. It'll roll all the stuff for you.
The signature was on the goggles or on the robot?
On the goggles.
Okay.
The goggles
Hmm.
themselves, which look really pristine and really nicely made.
He said, click on my token, then do what?
Utilities in the hotbar up in the top of the screen. Utility, treat wounds.
Alright.
Hey, was there? There should have been something similar, probably on the wand that we got.
Are you guys checking the wand now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. Who
There
checked
is.
that?
Ah. Okay.
Like, I was kind of waiting for that. All right. On one of the wands, and now that, you guys have two things that are signed by Crucible.
That clockwork wand, I'll move it over. Ah, that little lad, he was muttering something about it. All right, whatever. Clockwork wand. All right, so we got 2 items then, I think. I mean, that's to my count.
Mm-hmm.
The wand and the goggle.
You look like you're struggling a little bit. Here, let me help you.
Thanks.
I could use a treat wounds tangent.
Okay. I turn around, target you,
So-
and I'm gonna try it at a high DC. Let's see if I make my roll.
You got to do it at the level that you have available.
It's available.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Like, I think you're like got to be like master or whatever. Like, just be the level that you are, pretty much.
Appreciate help, Moon
Oh,
Queen.
Be the
I got
level you want to be.
You should teach
Thank
me
you.
a few of those tricks.
Much appreciated, lass.
Oh, but you only needed 30. It's because I could have done it lower level.
Eh.
Are you doing okay, Penguin?
Pingwing is like looking at this little thing that Moonplanter and him are around, which is now blinking red. Oh no.
I guess we can patch up those scratches later.
You said it was yellow before. Why did it change to red?
It was yellow.
It changed to red.
And it changed to red. You guys spent
Um,
some time healing and stuff. Like, that was like, what, 20 minutes past? Then it starts to
Yeah.
flash red.
I'm gonna sneak over to the corner, guys. Maybe whatever enters here is gonna like be looking through here. We can
Yeah.
sneak up on him.
Red is likely no good.
And Triple, you're going to kind of going up here, yeah?
I'm staying right there basically, kind of like peeking out through the hallway.
You kind of hear from up here, Triple, the sounds of those little poppets working away on something in this engine room.
Oh. I wonder how they're gonna react to seeing all these things. We might want to go and. What do you guys think? I'm gonna tell you guys this, of course.
Well, I wanted Pingwing to have a chance to look over this section of the library to see if he could gain any more information.
Oops. I'll move myself around. There we go. Pingwing can certainly do that during your guys' X amount of time. Because I know you
Healing.
were asking that, yeah.
Yeah.
Asking that before, so let me see what he can gander.
Like specifically the 2 books that the little drones pulled out. I didn't get a chance to speak up, but Moonplanter did roll perception to see what page they were taking pictures of.
Looking at all the books, looking around, that kind of thing, there seems to be more different types of repair manuals for different parts of the machine. That is this inner pyramid, more specifically related to that engine that you guys had seen up there, which Pingwing will very nicely tell you. It's instructions on kind of what the things do. It's a little bit more readable here, he says with his roll, definitely probably a little bit higher, and then kind of shows the things. They have different buttons for different things. These numbered buttons, they activate these things. And he points toward like where on the diagram the numbered buttons were. And all of these other buttons, they do different things. And that's when he kind of like turns the page. And by turning the page, they give you more information. Start, starts up the engine. Stop, stops it. Prepare, prepares all the clockworks for combat. And, to defend the place. Ping, he says, with a little bit of a poof out of his chest, makes a ping to all available bots to check their status. And he blinks, and he looks up. He looks over to the bear specifically, whose ears had gone back briefly, but they seem to have been the only one to hear a thing. Maybe that's what they heard. And then he kind of looks down. And there's check, and this one sends out all the little bots to go check the area for abnormalities. Service, and that activates, and he reads. He kind of has to turn the book to the side a little bit. Repair and service protocol, whatever that is, and wind, which winds up all of the engines.
Is there one that turns them off?
And he kind of shakes his head. No, they usually just go back into the place and then they get wound up again. They're supposed to be guardians of the place. It wouldn't really be doing their job if you turn them off. Yeah. But you can stop the engine. I'm not sure they like that too much.
What do you guys think?
If stopping the engine isn't going to stop them, then probably no need to mess with that.
Yeah, I think we're good to...
Yeah.
I think we're good to move on.
We're not able to salvage anything from the robots.
Well, we're not quite able to move on because we've got to open this door unless it's unlocked.
There's a halberd on this one.
Oh, examine.
You guys can double click them and salvage from the body.
Oh,
that is a thing you guys can do.
+1.
Yeah, it's true.
+1.
All right, I'll hold on to it.
Triple, you open this door and hear a mechanical walking as if something is patrolling.
Can I peek?
Yeah, go for it.
That means me moving the token, but I'm not physically moving it, right? You know what I mean, just so I can see out there.
If you're peeking, you're being stealthy. I'm gonna need a stealth check.
Man, that was great how I gave that construct no time to act. I just straight up that was great.
Got
a good point.
Alright, you hear whirring as you peek around the corner here. You do see something to the north, which seems to be standing sentinel in front of one of those little nodes. It does seem to be awake and active, though.
Boomerang, let me stand here. I'll heal if I need to.
I activate the collar on the
Something else pops in a way. Doesn't seem to see you with your stealth check.
Finally.
Oh, this is bad. You know, I could go down. I by the way, I rolled a trap check, by the way, with perception.
You do not see any traps in the immediate area.
Okay. What if I go to the south, guys, and sneak around there? Just a couple of steps over to here.
Just be very cautious.
Okay, I'm rolling. I'm going to be rolling for, tell me whenever I need to, but I'll roll one just in case again if you need me to.
Yep, you step around here. Then you hear it. And
okay.
I mean,
what happens?
You kind of step around here, and I'm taking your first one, by the way, not your second one. This one, it's perception. You're peeking around the corner here. It hasn't noticed yet.
Right. Yeah, that's basically my idea with that. I know it can't really see it, but I'm not gonna half move every time. Yeah. Okay. So that place is sealed off too. Let's move back a little. Okay, I saw at least two, in the room to the south, which just is a hallway, which kind of goes north again. Oh, and he's moving up around. They're patrolling, basically. I don't know, guys. What do you think? We could maybe take one of them on, get rid of it, and then the rest will come. But, I'm still sneaking around here.
Well, we're getting these artifacts from their dead bodies.
Still peeking. I'm just peeking here.
Might benefit to sneak past them for now. I can see more books here. Do you think we could follow the leader past them?
Why don't I just grab a couple of these books and take them back inside? I'm going to steal them. Let's do that first.
Okay.
So I'm going to steal some of these books mainly. Do I have to make a roll for that?
I mean, are you trying to do it sneakily?
Yes, of course.
Thievery.
Thievery, nice. What am I doing here? There we go. And this is private, I'm guessing.
many you're taking?
You know, I'm gonna take, because every time you've like rolled a D100, I'm gonna just take like a couple, the lightest amount basically.
Give me
That's
2
reasonable.
D100.
Okay. Oh, and this is private actually, right?
Very nice. You've gotten 2 books. Good job.
Sorry, there you go. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with that was.
That one, and that one. Okay, let me check my chart. Chart checked. Cool. You got books.
Here you go, Penguin. I found this.
Ah. And he looks. He's looking at the books. Oh. He looks at both of them. Both of them seem to be labeled something rather mechanical. Though, thankfully, in what seems to be Sylvan. And kind of looking them over. Oh. Hey, that was a good find, Triple. Look. And he shows you the cover. Filtration systems. It's just like, that's all it says in the front. And you guys see a very similar sort of scribbled thing as he opens up the book. You guys see this like drawn diagram, because that's how books are in this time and period, right? Of the door that you guys had seen up here.
Yeah.
And a diagram of 4 different nozzles, or I guess 4 different turnstiles. He starts reading through it, reading, looking. And this one was next to it, right?
Yep.
And he kind of looks at it. Okay, and he pieces it together, rolling his totally relevant academia. Okay, still a little confusing, but he looks up. That room that we saw up there, that was kind of closed off and stuff, I think that's the main filtration tank. Like, that's where the actual filtering goes on. He kind of blinks. And he looks down. Those nozzles control... He flips. The amount of gas in the room. That's what it says here.
Oh, is that why there was fire there earlier?
Probably.
What do you guys think?
So that's a lot of book stuff.
Do we have enough information to deactivate the fuel inside the room and get inside of it safely?
That would likely be a question for next time. I think this is a good time for us to wrap up here, as I'm going for
Really?
shorter
I thought
segments.
we were going until like midnight. Because
No.
you said it was going to be a longer session.
No, I didn't say it was good. This one was going to be a longer session. I said it was going to be shorter, so that way we don't kill
You
people's...
said 4 to 6 hours.
I guess
Yeah,
I
you
did
did
say
say
4 to
that.
6,
I
and
didn't
then...
even get to
Yeah.
step inside that room.
Yeah, I know. But you guys did explore a good right wing over here, and I don't want to... I want to segment this out just a little bit more.
Okay.
If we can. Yeah.
I see.
But it does give some food for thought, because you guys did heal up, you guys had some combat, you guys got some things. I think that this is a good spot for us to wrap up, so I don't get carried away myself and go on way too long, because I know what's in this next room and you guys don't. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Another maid.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that as Pingwing points out the whole gas thing. There's a gas from Triple. Is that why we saw fire? And then you guys see the. But will we find out? That's for next time on the Bannermanes. I'm going to say bye.